Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now.
See this? You cannot go.
Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the channel, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we want to say a happy belated birthday to Sanja Watts. I called you, girl, but you didn't answer the phone. But that's okay. That is okay. I did call you on your birthday. You must have been birthdaying it up and everything. I want to give a shout out to the 3 people that came in here on time, early, whatever. The first 3 was Lisa Taylor, Shirley Stockdale, and C6 Banks was in the building. How everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Let's see what's going on with that banner. It was like doing some stuff, but I don't know what it was doing. I don't know if it was a ticker. I don't know why it does what it do. Let's see here. Let me see. Okay, let's stroll it. Let's see. There we go. We'll get it on in there. We'll get it on in there so everybody can see. See what's going on. Hey, Miss Dee Dee. Hey, Miss Lisa Taylor. Hey, Ruby Turner. Hey, Sanja Watts. Hey, Woke the God is in the building. Tina Powers is in the building. What's going on, you guys? And C6 Banks is in there. Shirley Stockdale is in the building. Lisa Taylor. I said everybody. I think I said everybody. You guys, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. What y'all do on Christmas? Did y'all cook? Did you eat? Did you got in a fight? Got reminiscing about things? Everybody's still here, so it must have been good. My Christmas was okay. I had to work a little bit, you guys. Everybody give a shout out to Sanja Watts. Her birthday was December the 26th. This one day right after Christmas. You know, I know she hate having her birthday right next to Christmas because everybody want to say, here's your birthday, your Christmas present all in one, whatever. She said, I did it all but fight. Yeah, she done got a little bit older. And you know, some people be like, yeah, how old are you? Well, you know, to be honest with you, the goal is getting old. That's the whole goal. Nobody want to be like, oh, I want to be 22 forever or, 20 forever. No, the goal is to get old. I mean, you live a good life, or, you can say it could have been better. Everybody always be like, I could have done this, I could have done that, it could have been better. I wish this wouldn't have happened, or all of these things happened to me. What about all the good stuff that happened? You still here? There's some people ain't here, and then they ain't even celebrating their birthday, and their kids is like, where's mama? They don't know. Mama gone, whatever, like my mama gone, And, but I ain't no kid though, but still, you be like, dang, mama gone, gang. But, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on. You guys do know that they let KELL out. People say, who is KELL? Let me tell you a little story about a boy named KELL. I guess he's a man. He's not a boy, you guys. I was going to try to rhyme something, but he's from the Atlanta area. They were doing the YSL Rico trial. The name KELL continues to pop up. KELL was the gentleman that got into it with the guy that they call Moke Toke. And remember, they was like, are you looking for me? And then Trivia was on there, and she was like, pow pow, whatever. Then they went over to Trivia's house. Somebody went over to Trivia's house trying to take KELL out, shooting up the house. Didn't know if they was there or not. They say they wasn't there, but I think they were there, you guys. I mean, I don't know, but, Anyway, KELL, right after the RICO trial of YSL, that's the opposition of YSL, YFN. And that stands for Young Fly Ninja. Okay? So, I guess, people want to call it a gang. They say they ain't a gang. He ain't a part of a gang. It's just a part of a street life, and things of that nature. And so he was featured on a YouTube channel. You guys need to go check out this young lad. He's over there in the Chicago area. I love to watch DJ UTV. I love to watch him because he's all good with me, And KELL showed up. Now, what I did not know, and I don't know if you guys knew this either, but not only Young Thug was banned from the metro Atlanta area, and Shannon, Stillwell, Jackson, SB, was also banned from the Atlanta area, but KELL was banned from the Atlanta area also. Now, you know what I thought about this? I said, this don't make no sense. That here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. They, in the Atlanta area, has raised up all of these young lads with no education. All of them dropped out of school, 8th, 9th, 10th grade. Didn't make them go to school, kept putting them in jail, locking them up. Most of them didn't have a father figure. Now, Young Thug did. But, I mean, the majority of them did not have a father figure. like, Lil Woody, and all the rest of them, Slime Life, and those type. And the thing about it is, you know, you'll be a part when you grow up. You're a part of your community. You are your community. What you are is you. So your community brought out a lot of young African American black men, and I'm not going to talk about one to the other because I'm not on no side when it comes to that. Like right is right and wrong is wrong. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't know who's right and I don't know who's wrong. Now, what KELL said, he's never ever met Young Thug. He said he ain't never met Young Thug. And I thought that was interesting. Out of the whole interview, he also brought a little rat with him to the interview and let the rat go, let the rat out. He was like, y'all want to glorify these rats. They on there talking and telling and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, I'm thinking, okay, y'all all took plea deals. So you all done took plea deals and was talking. Yeah. And then somebody got killed that was innocent. And allegedly, I guess that's supposed to be in KELL that was shooting at Shannon. And Shannon said something about it like he seen him. Or then he turned around and said, no, I didn't see him. So nobody got charged with that. So it's almost like a little game. And I know it's not a game. This is their life. But what did they do? They banded all of these boys, but they didn't ban little Woody. They didn't ban Woody. And so KELL is a little bit upset that everybody got to leave the home. But I mean, sometimes things is the best. Tina says, I'm still here, didn't get in no fight. That's why I said no hospital. I got some real nice gifts, and I'm still here by the grace of God. Sanjua says she appreciated you guys. But, I mean, it was all crazy. But I'm going to tell you something. I was kind of glad that KELL showed his face. He had these glasses on, so you really couldn't see his eyes, and he sat there and he was all hard. He's all hard. He in the Chicago area. He in the right area. That boy, he talked like he just and we did find out that Peanut was actually his brother. So how it was really learned that they brothers is because it's like a step brother. It's his mother's child. Not his mother's child, but his brother's brother. So his mother had a child by a man that had a child from another woman. And that's how Peanut is KELL's brother. If you guys didn't know, something of that nature. But in some towns, I say states, like where I am from, hey, we raise our kids and our stepkids. Like my son and my daughter is stepbrother and stepsister, but they never known that. They only know that they are brother and sister. They was raised as brother and sister, and that's it. They both got different fathers, but still yet they was raised by one mother. And so my son, being a grown man, somebody asked him, is that your sister? And he was like, yeah. He was like, nah, that ain't your sister. And he like, yeah, it is. And they was like, no, it ain't. He was like, mama, he was like, my friend was saying that my sister is my stepsister. And I just looked at him. Because we never thought about it. That's your sister. That's it. And he was like, it don't feel she just my sister. It just don't feel like no step. No, it ain't no step. You know, just sometimes they raised in the same house, and sometimes they get to know each other, and boom, they just sister and brother. And that's what type of time KELL was with Nut. Now, you guys, I'm going to say this because I know we were talking about this the last time we came on Monday. Because Yak Gotti is still in jail. And we thought he was going to get out before Christmas, but that didn't happen. You know what's weird? I believe that they're going to give him the same thing as everybody else. Yeah, he might get out, but they might tell him, yeah, you can leave, take a little plea on something, or you did or you didn't, or whatever. But we're going to ban you from Atlanta. Okay, when they're banning all of these young cats from Atlanta, where do you think they're going? Out into this world that they got no support because all their families in Atlanta, that they done created these monsters. And I'm telling y'all, they didn't show these boys no real love. I'm not down in the parents. I'm just saying, to let these boys run buck wild for 20 to 30 years, okay? And all they know is the streets. They don't know no school. And then the parents is like, I'm behind them. I support them 100%. Hold on. Now you don't want them even in your town. That's crazy to me. You guys should have made sure they got an education instead of just locking them up for little bitty stuff, or carrying a gun, or not in school. You should have been right at the house. Okay? Okay, you go to juvie, and you go to juvie. If you want to get out for daytime, you go to school. Force the education on them. They did not. So, and remember, the judge just told Shannon. It's weird that you don't even have an education. So now on your probation, you're gonna have to get an education, just in case you might be able to get a job, just in case. But then you're banned from here. I'm gonna tell you something. It's almost like throwing people away. I'm serious. I kid you not. It's like a slap in the face. Like, everything that everything you grow up, the town you grow up, the friends, the streets the people can't come here no more. For 15, 16, 17 years. KELL cannot be in the Atlanta area for 17 years. He got 3 kids. He got 2 boys and a little girl. Now they ain't got a father. So is that going to help the community that their father... Now, they just want some peace. And you know what? I'm going to tell y'all, it's horrible. It's terrible. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all think I'm lying. But what'll happen is, you guys going to look back at what I said, and y'all ain't going to remember, because I know how y'all are. Y'all not going to remember and say, SP said that the next generation is going to be harder than the last generation, because they didn't even learn from this. What they did is throw away their young men. Instead of putting them in a program, they spending all this money for broken down jails that anybody can get out of, get killed, gonna teach them a lesson and all this other stuff, instead of giving them some education that they can get a job, that they can understand these big words. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, Wody is making all this money. He got a Bentley, he got this, he got that, that's gonna blow over. Because here's the thing. There's no talent, you guys. It only gonna last for so long. People really, everybody like looking at a clown or whatever. And I'm not calling him a clown. He's a good person, good, nice person. I mean, I don't dislike nobody because he ain't did nothing to me. I can't say I like him. I can't say I don't like him. I don't know him. I can say he's a person. He's a human being. And he, just like everybody else, people want to get mad because, he's on social media. Well, you guys put him on social media. You guys put him on social media. And when people get tired of looking at him and for show and all of that, they'll go to something new. Right? That's what I say. They'll go to something new. But at the end of the day, that's what's up. Okay? So, yeah. Basically does what the judge did. She threw these boys away. Yeah. She threw them away. And I'm just saying that she didn't just do it for one group. She did it for both groups. She thinking that's going to help her town. It's like, okay, like she only got 1 or 2, 3 bad. Let me tell you something. And it's the truth. You can lock up, little dope boys or little clowns or whatever that didn't get an education, that was out there doing mischief stuff or whatever you want to call it. They were young. I'm not giving them an excuse. It is what it is. They were young. And I knew somebody at one time that was hard, just like KELL. I think KELL is angry. I do. I think he's angry. I can't speak for the young lad. I say young lad because I am an older woman. Not that he's some young kid or nothing, because he's not. He's a grown man. But he's a young lad to me. Okay? So let's not get it twisted, you guys, because I don't need no beef or no nothing, I'm going to stay in my lane. Okay? I'm not dissing nobody. But I knew a cat just like him, and me and him became really close. And nobody else could understand he was angry. I think KELL is angry too. He's angry because, I guess the code is, y'all do what y'all do, and, hey, y'all handle it or whatever. And that's not what went down. Some people did what they did, and some people went and told. And so that makes people mad. Like, hey, the rule is don't be a snitch, don't be a rat. Well, this is a whole new generation. People tell, and hey, I tell you all the time. I had somebody from my past call me today, and I don't know why in the world they would. I don't know why in the world they called me. And I thought to myself, I don't even fool around in the streets or whatever. So what made them call my phone? Well, yeah. But, on some street stuff. Man, don't even go there. Don't even. How in the world do you continue to still have my number? I don't know. My number is the same, but that doesn't mean I'm the same. You know what I mean? I'm serious. I work every day, and I'm just trying to handle business. So, I was really surprised when KELL said that the judge banned him from Atlanta. Here's the thing, you guys. You can ban him from Atlanta, but they got offsprings, and you only banned that one person. Well, he's got 2 boys and a girl without a father. Now, if it affected him not having a father around, what makes you think that these 2 boys and this little girl now don't have a father? What, you thinking that they gonna move out of state with him? The kids don't stay with the fathers. The kids stay with the mother. So now these kids don't have a father. Okay? So, anywho's, you know, it's just crazy to me. What do you guys think? For the judge, okay, Young Thug can't go to Atlanta. Shannon can't go to Atlanta. And KELL can't go to Atlanta. And I'm pretty sure that Yak Gotti can't go to Atlanta. And all the other ones can't go to Atlanta. So they're going to be in Miami. They're going to be in Chicago. They're going to be in all these bigger areas. They're going to have to get different affiliates and stuff like that. It doesn't stop just because you move them around. See, I'm like this. You take a bad apple, a real bad apple, and you take it out of that bag and you put it in another bag. What do you get? Exactly. You got it. It don't change the apple. You see what I'm saying? It don't change the apple. You just affected other apples in other bags. That's all you did. A bad apple is a bad apple. So if you're thinking that these boys is bad, you didn't reform them. You didn't make sure they got an education before they got out. You just locked them up, gave them 3 square meals, told them to defend for themselves. If they was lucky to live, then yeah, you can get out, but you can't come back here. Go put you in another bag somewhere else. Chicago is a real hard place. New York, Miami, those are hard places. You think that they won't survive? Yeah, they'll survive. Hey, Betty, what's going on? So, you know, he had a lot of conversation for, like I said, I don't usually give a shout out to other YouTubers, but I do every now and then love to slide over there to DJ UTV. That's his channel. And if you want to see the interview with KELL, the one that they was calling out, talking about, if you looking for me, KELL is the one that hit Woody in the back of the head at Club Crucial. And I'm going to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I believe, and I may be wrong. Somebody may tell me I'm wrong. But I believe this is how all of this got started. Because it's DJ UTV. UTV. TV. V is in Victor. I miss you too. And I believe this is how all of this stuff got started, because somebody tried to take Woody's money and hit him in the back of the head at Club Crucial. And I believe they already had beef, but it hadn't got dangerous. It hadn't really got really, really bad, you know? DJ UTV. You can call it whatever you want. I can only say it 3 or 4 times. DJ UTV. Now, he may call it YouTube TV. I doubt. I don't know. I don't remember the 2 being in there, but it is what it is. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. There you go. Look at Sanja with her sweet self. Look at her. Oh. Anyway, she said, I got it. I'm cooking. Girl, you cooking after Christmas? Anyway, we're going to have our Christmas giveaway December the 31st, you guys. Make sure you be in here at 5 p.m. Central Time. Just letting you guys know. And all of that. Keep that on your mind. I did get the 3 people that's got in the drawing. The first 3 people that come in the channel anytime we go live, they get a ticket. We don't give a lot of free tickets away on the Christmas giveaway, but on the Christmas in July we do. We got nothing but money we giving away. We're gonna give it all away. It's gonna be Cash App only. Cash Apping everybody, unless you've got something set up with me, which like I just changed my Cash App, so I'll let the ones know or whatever. I usually send Tina's by mail. She the type, yay. She know I send it. I say, if you get it, you get it. It'll be on you. She said, cool. She done got it every time. She done got her money every time. She had to go look for it one time, but she still got it. I told her, I said, hey, it ain't my problem. And once I send it, it's there. I think it was like maybe $150, $75 to $200 too. And the woman gave it to her. I said, girl, you blessed. She was like, she was looking for it, and it went to the wrong house. Now, it was the address she gave me, but it is what it is. Anyway, you guys, Christmas was good, and I couldn't believe that KELL did an interview. Now, he must have got about 10 bands for that, 10 to 20 bands to come and do that interview. Hey, Pretty Kate, what's going on? Happy holidays to you too. She said just stopping in, you know. But it's nice to hear from him on the other side. He really didn't say too much, and that's what was disturbing. He did come on, but it seems like he was just a little bit angry about the situation. He was really upset with DJ UTV because he had took a picture with Woody. And you know, it's like I get what he's saying, like, hey, you know, y'all want to take a picture with a rat and all this other stuff, but it don't work like that. I mean, you know, in the streets is in the streets. Ain't nobody, but when it comes to business, business is business. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I'm at work. I may not like somebody at work, but I can't treat them in a bad way because I don't like them, I mean, there's this one person at work. I can't stand this person. I really can't. But, I just, I treat that person the way I treat everybody else. I try not to say too much because, I might go off, But at the end of the day, we got a job to do. We got to get the job done. I can't show no difference for her, That's just the way it is. She was a very sweet white lady. Who was very sweet? She didn't touch it or nothing. I don't know how she got my home number. Oh, Tina said she was a very sweet white lady. Yeah, she gave you the money. Yeah, she gave you that money back. She gave it to you. She let you have it. She didn't even go in there. She had cards and everything, money and everything. So, but that's why we do the Cash App. But anyway, you guys, I wanted you to know that there is a video if you wanted to see the other side. And if you look, you might have to Google YFN, and because YFN is a part of their label, and they say it's not a gang. They're saying it's a music label with Birdman and Lucci and I can't remember who else, but they just don't mess with YSL. And so I was going down the street earlier and I was thinking, I was like, well, DJ UTV said that he was DJing somewhere and 3 bros with the same YFN necklace on came up to him because he was playing a YSL music. I don't know if it was Young Thug's music or somebody else's in YSL's music. And they told him, nah, you can't be playing that or whatever. And I guess he had to quit playing that music. So I guess it does have a lot to do with furthering artists' accomplishments in the town. Like who will be the big homie if your music is played so much all the time on the radios and in the clubs and things. So with YSL having so much influence and people liking the music, not only just because, see, I wasn't really understanding because I don't listen to that kind of music and I'm not young or whatever. But a lot of music do come from Atlanta. Don't get me wrong. A lot comes from Atlanta. Atlanta kind of almost put the stamp on what you will listen to and what you don't listen to. Like what will get out. I mean, Miami got it going on too. Because then you got like, you got all type of people from everywhere. You got Drake. You got, what's his name? I want to say Kincaid. It's not Kincaid. Kendrick. You got Kendrick. Kendrick is, you know what? And here's something really funny. I don't listen to a lot of all of that street music. But I do like Drake. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Drake. But I don't. He may put out one song every now and then that I just fall in love with. And it just hypes you up. It don't make me go out and go shoot them up or anything like that. But it hypes you up. You want to get ready for work or whatever, and you want to bounce some bass or something. It sounds good. But Kendrick, oh my God. His music will make you turn it up. And you be feeling good going to work. Especially, let me tell you something. If you want to feel really good before you get out. This is what you're supposed to do anyway, but some people don't do it. Some people do it or whatever. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to do it myself. You get in the shower. You lather up. You get really clean or whatever, and you get your music on or whatever. Before you go to work, you listen to some fire. Some really good bass music. It almost really don't matter what the words say, but sometimes the words do resonate with you. Like, they not like us. They not like us. You know what I'm saying? And but it really don't have nothing to do with what you're thinking about, like when they made the music. But going to work and you don't really feel like going to work, listening to something like that, getting out the shower, smelling good, looking good, they not like us. They not like us. You finna go get your money. You just want to go make your money. He ain't really saying nothing negative. It's art. And so, are we now that little that we fight about art? Because that's what it is. The music is art. And if it resonates with you, then that's good. So Kendrick, even though some people didn't know this, my daughter had to tell me this. My daughter told me, because I told her, play that music, play Kendrick. Kendrick, I love that song. And she didn't want to play it. My son, we was in the car driving. I said, play that music. My son like, I don't want to play it, mama. I was like, it goes hard. He like, it do go hard. But for some reason, some people don't want to play it. I guess it has to do with the colors, red, blue, crypt, whatever. I know how to do the dance. I'm no crip, but I know how to do the crip dance. And you know what? I be got my hands up looking like a puppet, switching my legs around and everything, skipping on one side. I be looking like I just got out of jail. My kids be looking at me like, Mama, you need to go sit your old tail down. I said, y'all playing with the wrong one. It makes me feel good. Ain't got nothing to do with all of that. It makes me feel good. But I like that dance. I like the song. I like what it says. It ain't saying nothing negative. Well, it does say something about which column being a pedophile or something of that nature or whatever. But you know, I don't believe Drake is like that. But anyway, it's just, you know, when they do these drills and they talk about each other, it's almost like the dozens. We used to play the dozens when we were younger. Be like, you better not step on that line. Better not put a rock on your shoulder talking about knock it off. Because if you knock it off, we did some stupid stuff. Like, what was the point of somebody, you putting a line in the dirt or in the sand talking about you better not come across this line? Like, that's fighting words. That was hey, that's the prompt to fight. We knew that if you come across that line or if I come across that line, we fighting. That don't even make sense. You're gonna fight, right? It really didn't have nothing to do with the line. Okay? Putting a little rock on the shoulder, talking about knock it off and we're gonna fight. It really did not have anything to do with the rock. It had something to really do with I'm more masculine or I'm more aggressive than you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people want to put on you. This is what I was thinking. I was trying to just take care of my errands and stuff today. And I was going over here. I was going over there. And I was driving and I was like, so the whole reason why YSL and YFN was really banging is who get their music out. You know, who can rap the best. And see, KELL wasn't no music, you know, fan. He wasn't rapping or anything. He just lived on Summer Hill or Summit Street, Summer Hill, on that side of town, and then these folks live on this side of town. Which side was better? Okay, so I want to share this with you guys before I get off here, because I always kind of give you some good just advice, understanding about something. I was a little bit saddened when I got home because I thought about the whole situation. And I told you guys I had listened and read up on the Uganda, how they took out all this African tribe, the Tubu tribe and all of this tribe. This was back in 1993. And what they had did was they went to one tribe and told this tribe that they were better. Hey, we are Cody Voice. Any news on what's going on there in Virginia? Let us know in the comment section, please. You know, if anything's coming up or what's going on, you know, Cody's Voice is in the building. But what they did to this tribe, you guys, they went, I mean, this is back in 1990, 92, 93. Trial began in February. Okay. So what they did was they went to these Africans, and they told one tribe, y'all better than the other tribe. We're going to make you officers. The officers, they was telling them to put the other Africans in jail if they were dark, if they were short, if they had wide noses, if they had a hook on the back of their head or whatever. Then they started killing the other Africans, you know, and they would give them prizes and money. They would say, if you take one of them out, You can have their house and you can have their funds so people were killing each other. They were killing each other. They was hiding and all this other stuff. Now they will put on music that said negative stuff. This was more like a experiment, but it was a genocide, you guys. This is true. If anybody know what I'm talking about, put a 1 in the chat. This is true story. So I'm not telling y'all something that you can't relate to. If you don't know about it, put a 2 in the chat. And please, because I want to speak to you if you don't know. Because this is something that your kids, your grandkids, you should be telling them. That the United States watched this happen in 1990. Okay? They watched this in 1990 happen to all these Africans and killed off a whole generation of Africans. Okay? And it was almost like an experiment to see what they would do. And it was like animals. They were like animals. They killed them off. It was horrific. It was horrifying. It was crazy. That I was alive then. I was in my 20s having my babies, my kids. And I did not know that there was a whole genocide happening while I was alive, right over there in Africa. They were scared. They was running for their life. Even the churches turned these people in, and they piled up in the churches and told them that was safe places to go, and the people went. And when they got there, they killed them off. It was worse than that man Jonestown. It was horrible. It was worse than Jonestown. Did you guys hear what I just said? I sat there and I couldn't believe it. So society is like that right here in the United States. So I get this young lad named KELL saying, "Why y'all glorifying?" She said, I remember Jonestown. You're gonna have to read up on Uganda. Okay, you're gonna have to read up on it. Because it ain't no joke. When Jonestown, it was just hundreds. In Uganda, it was like thousands was killed. One tribe was against the other tribe. That's almost like saying, okay, we in America, we're gonna make the whites hate the blacks. It's almost like that. And then anyway, you know what I'm saying? And then they started giving them gifts. Like if you kill one, guess what? You get a story. You kill another one, you get their house. You kill another one, shoot, you get the money in the bank. You kill another one, shoot, you get their house. And it just wiped out a whole yeah. Uganda, yeah. And I guess to see if it works. I don't know why they did it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, anywho's, you know, yeah, they got rewarded for bad behavior. And that's how I see this YSL and YFN. They allow these groups to linger on for 20 to 30 years, killing each other off, and then they just ban them from the whole town. whoever's standing. I mean, it's better than being dead. It's better than being in jail. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they did. They did that. You know. It's all good. She said Corey filed an appeal. Yeah, okay. That ain't gonna help him. He could have filed appeal on everything, but he picked that attorney. Anyway, you guys, it's just crazy how this is all turning out. It really is. It really is. But I'm glad to see it all the way out. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. It's almost 3 o'clock. I'm going to, get in the shower, take me a nice shower, and just get ready for work. I just wanted you guys to know that, if you get all entangled up into the society and stuff and not what was right, because at the end of the day, there's some people that was rooting for Young Thug. I was rooting for Young Thug. Nobody wants to see him in jail. I don't think he did anything. If he did, he covered it up really well. I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't really be the judge of it. And, I mean, as I see it, the ones that they let go and they was the ones that were supposed to be in jail. They the ones sitting there shooting up this and shooting up that, and they let them go, and they get to stay in the town. I don't know. I don't know. But only thing I do know, like I said, what about the ones that's passed away? Like their mothers is sitting there saying, my child is gone. Nuts' mom is angry and sad, And I'm pretty sure some other young cats' mothers are sad that their child is not there, And I think, but here's the thing, and I'm just going to keep it real with you. They elected Fannie again. So evidently they like how she allows this to happen in her community. She's sitting there talking about, we going to stop this. We going to keep them out of jail. And we going to keep them in the school. Girl, that's what you should have been doing 20 years ago. They grown men now with kids of their own. Can you keep their kids in the school? Because evidently, that's one of the problems. The kids ain't in school. The kids, do you not know, I get so heated. I don't care if we late. Pooh Bear going to school. Pooh Bear waking me up late, talking about, Grandma, your school done started. I be like, come on, get ready. He be like, looking at me like, but we late. And we are, but you're still going. Drop him right off at school and watch his little butt walk right on in. You're going to school. I don't care how tired I am. I'll get up, put my house shoes on, and drive him to school. Ain't learning nothing at home. Playing around in the street waiting for the other kids to get out of school. Every boy in our neighborhood finished school. Every boy in our neighborhood. There was one boy that didn't finish school, and he came to me and he told me about it. And he told me how he felt. You know what? I made sure he got him a diploma. And I ain't even his mom. And I showed it, put my money where my mouth was, and made sure he got a diploma. Y'all, shoot. Y'all better ask somebody. I just thank God that, I don't know. you know. I just know that they need to have some education. Young Thug went live too. They're showing videos of Young Thug talking to Mariah. And Mariah, she's a pretty girl. Oh, she's beautiful. She's pretty. And it's just weird to me. So I like them all. I think I like Young Thug. I think he's a nice guy. He's weird. He reminds me of my oldest grandson. Just weird. You know, but I think he's got a really nice heart. Out of everybody, I think Young Thug has the nicest heart that I've seen. I think KELL is angry. I think Wody he's got a conscience. And I think they've grown up some. Not a lot. You can't expect a lot. They ain't really had nobody talk to them. You know? I think the reason why Young Thug is the way he is because his father is still in his life. You know? And I don't know how much his father was in his life. His father's like, I've been there since he been a pup. Well, you're supposed to be. Don't act like, you did something great. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed, sometimes people won't want a reward for something. I ain't got no reward having my kids and raising my kids. That's what you're supposed to do. You brought them in this world, then raise them. You make sure they got food and shelter and they go to school and know right from wrong. That's what you're supposed to do. Ain't nobody giving me no certificate for being a mama. But, I guess just because it's just very rare that black men stands up and be a father, everybody want to give them a reward like, oh, he's a good father. Well, you're supposed to be a good father. You're supposed to be there for your kids. When you're not there for your kids, then a lot of the worldly things happen to your kids. That's just a known fact. So these men that run around having these kids and not raising them and not taking care of them and blaming everything and everybody else is just ludicrous to me. It is. It's just ludicrous. I mean, we all want to walk away from, our responsibilities, especially when they're lingering on. Having a kid is not, something, a walk in the park. That's a commitment for 18 to 20 years straight that you've got to put yourself behind the child. And the child comes first. That's hard to do. So women that do that is very unselfish. Some women can do it and some women can't do it. We not only do it once, especially if you got 2 kids, 3 kids, or whatever. Sometimes we get way far behind on the lines. And, it is what it is. But, I just think that, when the fathers is in the lives, the kid turn out a little better. I try to keep the fathers in their lives unless it's a bad situation. And I believe that, you just got to make that decision on your own if it's going to better the child or worsen the child. Hopefully, if you make it the decision, like, one of my kids, I say, this will worsen my child for her to be in her father's life, which will be my oldest daughter, then I just leave them out the equation because, I just think that it wouldn't help her, And I think I made the right decision. You don't know that until they get older, stuff like that. But anyway, if y'all want to go check that out. It was interesting watching what he had to say. Like I said, he really didn't say too much. He brought a rat with him. He said he don't like rats, but at the end of the day, everybody that was in Atlanta was talking. I'm going to just tell you like T.I. is. Now, we didn't see him, but it was mighty funny how the state allow a lot of their interrogations to be on YouTube. Like, where did they come from? How did they get leaked out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you putting people at danger. You're making the aggressor more aggressive doing that. Taunting the people and then running out there catching them because they fighting and arguing and killing each other. I hold them a lot of the responsible parties too. I'm just saying. I see it for what I see it. And then the kids not understanding that they're like little pawns playing checkers and not chess. They see this one doing this and that one doing that. So then they gonna make this move. When that stuff ain't supposed to be leaked out. And then you got people's life in danger. And you know what they think? Oh, well, once we got crime, we got a job. Then we find you with a gun. So now you got a gun charge. Oh, now you got a federal. Now you got a felony. Now you can't work. Now the only work you can find is out in the streets. It don't make no sense. I'm telling you, they play games with those people's life. And it's just, they say if you go to Atlanta on vacation, you come back on probation. That is no lie. That's all I see. I don't know why my husband wants to go down there, but he keeps saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. So I told him, okay, you pick a day and we'll go. But I really don't want to go. Atlanta is the last place I want to go. They call it Black Hollywood. I don't want to go there. I'm serious. I do not want to go to Atlanta. For real, for real. He might run up and down the street. I might just stay in the room. I don't want to go to Atlanta. I don't. But he wants to go, so shoot. Ain't nothing in Atlanta I am missing. For real. People love it, but Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I was just telling y'all, don't be so hard, like on one group to the other, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with you. We wasn't there. We really don't know how all of this really got started, went down, and all the stuff that happened. Because what we seen a clown show. Let me tell you one thing before I get off of here, that it is unbelievable that it even happened. It went down. And they did not. You know what? Miss Love and Miss Hilton should be ashamed of themselves. Because when they took Woody, and had that private ex parte, that was illegal. And then stuck him in the hole somewhere. He said he didn't know if they're going to kill him or what. I'm going to tell you something. It should have been a mistrial that day forward. I'm telling y'all. And they went on with court. It should have been a mistrial that day. And that's why you want to watch how other states do stuff, because they did it right on national TV. And the judge was sitting up there all bold and everything, gonna put the attorneys in jail and all this other stuff. Because it went from cuckoo to crazy. And we all on national TV watched it happen in Atlanta. So if you didn't learn, like I said, I don't want to go to Atlanta after seeing that. So, I tell you, I'm so disappointed in what I see in Atlanta. It is not even funny. And you know, I mean, they got that broken down English, you know, and they think it's so suave, and it's not. It's really not. I look at it and I say to myself, I hate to say it, but it almost sounds to me illiterate. You know, I'm just being honest. But that's from the north looking down south. You know? You know, watching them wearing these big old gold chains and gold in their mouth. That was back in the 80s. We don't even. And then everybody up there got liposuction, and everybody up there got big butts, small waist, and I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong, but it ain't real. You know what I'm saying? And everybody a dancer. Everybody dance. Even if they ain't even got a body, they like, I'm a dancer. I dance. And they making money up there. I'm glad I don't live up there. Anyway, you guys, you know, it showed the really worst part of Atlanta that I did not want to see. So hopefully something good come out of it. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how other people live. It's just crazy to me, you know. Anyway, you guys, I am going to get off of here. I will see you guys Monday at 3 p.m. Central Time. Be good, be great, and be nice to each other. Bye.